Hello, welcome to Growing with Fiddly Fifi. Today we are going on a field trip. Yes, we're going to go to Cinema Greens. Now, Cinema Greens has two locations here in Georgia, one in East Point and one in Lovejoy. We're going to go to both. Cinema Greens provides foliage and plants and backdrops for movies. Isn't that awesome? Cinema Greens. So we're going to go see some plants today who are famous and have been in some of your favorite movies. So let's get growing. It's a field trip. So here at Cinema Greens, they have a plant shop and then you can take the tour. So they have all these plants which are for sale. Amazing. Really cute. Look at that spider plant. Chlorophytum comosum. Yes. So just a little background. Cinema Greens provides plants, flowers, backdrops for movies. Many of the movies that you see, whether it's in the theaters or Netflix or whatever have you. So this is a great place for me to come and see plants in action. Some of these plants are not live plants. Some of them are.
I am. Let me get my mask on.
Oh, let me start. What are you doing here?
These are going out on a rental, so they're getting repaired and some little love before they go out. All their leaves are going to be faced the right way and dusted off, make sure they look good, and I'm going to glue everything down, and then they're going to go to somebody's party.
Nice. Do we know what, is this for a movie, a party?
This, I believe, is for a runway.
A runway, like models.
That
Nice.
is my understanding.
Look at this. This is huge. Do
Yes.
you make this?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
I'm Ethan. I'm the lead fabricator.
Hey, Ethan. This is Growing with Fiddly Fifi.
Ah, okay. Well, hello,
We
everyone.
are on Channel 7 and Channel 20 in Alabama. So we came all the way up here
Oh, well, welcome,
to see what you do.
We're glad you guys are here.
So you created this.
Yes, this is for a music video.
Wow.
Out tomorrow morning, I believe.
Okay.
And yeah, these are urethane skin that we have that we pour. These are molded off of real oak trees.
Nice.
Um,
It looks very real. I wouldn't have known
yes.
if I
they
hadn't
are-
seen this part.
Right. They're rubber, and we wrap them around some sort of a form. And,
Yes.
We built these originally. Besides looking super realistic, they're soft. They have some give. So
Okay.
if you need a stunt person to crash into a tree or something like that.
Oh,
you can
this is
use-
much. Yeah, we don't want to hurt a real tree.
Right. And we do them in all kinds of. We do oak, we do pine, we do birch, and just about any other tree you can imagine.
Oh my gosh, this is cool.
Yep, we can make them any size, any shape. Unfortunately, I have another one that's the same thing, but it went out
Oh, it's already gone.
earlier today. It's gone. Someone's got it.
You guys are making moves.
That is that's the idea.
Well, those are real fiddles.
Yes, these are real fiddles. These come from our. We have a farm down in a little bit south of here.
Lovejoy.
Yes, down.
Yes,
down in Lovejoy.
I've seen those.
Yes, down there where those guys all grow.
There's beautiful stuff there.
It is.
It's so amazing.
amazing.
Yeah,
It's
it is.
so amazing.
It's crazy.
It's
It's like a
always
jungle.
It's always a treat when we get to go down there.
Well, I appreciate you. I don't want to take you
No, absolutely.
away from your work, but I was just telling my followers and the viewers what you do here.
Absolutely.
So this is cool.
To walk around. The shop's in the back. Jeffrey's back there. He can show you what's going on if you'd like to see that.
Okay.
We're just grooving.
That's awesome. Thank you so much. Oh, wow. Look at this. That's a Monstera out there. Can I go out here?
Of course.
Monstera deliciosa. So, hey, guys. We're here with this Monstera. And here are some sort of simulated rocks. All these things that you see in the movies, this is what Cinema Greens creates. And they make live plants look great. I do want to show you really quick because later on we're going to do a video about this, but I wanted to show you this fiddle leaf fig and air layering. So they are air layering, meaning where you see this, roots are going to grow and they will cut that part off and that will become a brand new plant. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. So where this cut, let me show you. So where this cuts off, the roots are going to grow here, and this will be a brand new fiddle leaf fig for somebody to enjoy. So that's great. So this is how they're taking care of plants inside and out. This is amazing. Look at all these plants. Oh, look at these trees. Doesn't that look like some sort of horror movie? That's great. So we're here at Cinema Greens, and we're gonna go back inside.
How's the carving coming, Jeffrey?
Oh, wow.
She's filming for a local station in Alabama. So this is sort of what we're working on right now. These are all getting molded.
Oh, wow. That's so
This is
cool.
for a super secret project that we're doing right now.
Oh, well, we won't talk about it. We just get to see we're behind the scenes.
So these are all getting molded out of rubber right now, out of a silicone rubber.
Okay. Oh my gosh, look at this. Look at the roots.
Yep.
That looks like
Yeah, so
a
this
tree.
This is one of our palm trees that we've cast and sort of been working on in our downtime.
That is
Trying to-
cool.
Yep. So they're foam. They're super lightweight. You can have them fall down.
So they can
go
move
back
them.
up.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
if somebody has to hit them with a car or something like that.
Or whatever. So
Nice.
we've got those that we can do. Yeah, this has been our big. We've got all of our fake marijuana that's coming.
Oh, no, not the fake one.
These came back from a show in New York.
Wow, that looks very real,
Fake
though.
marijuana movie, and they're back here, sort of getting their
Wow, there's a lot of them.
getting some love, so they're ready to go back out on the next one.
Well, thank you thank you so
absolutely.
much for taking the time.
Of course.
And God bless you guys for what you do, making us entertained.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
See y'all. Have a good one.
our masks, but we took them off for filming. I'm here at Cinema Greens with
Chica.
And Chica runs this part of Cinema Greens. We're here in East Point, Georgia. So tell me a little bit about Cinema Greens.
Cinema Greens provides plants and silks to the movie industry. And we also have a little retail plant shop, so a lot of our plants that go through rental, sometimes they'll make it into our plant shop where our customers can buy them. And we also purchase from vendors and stuff like that, so we have other knickknacks and plants that have not been in movies, but we do have a lot of plants that have been in movies.
So tell me all the movies. Like, give me the scoop, the inside.
So many of our stuff, so many of our plants have been in movies. I mean, we don't even really remember.
It's just so much.
So much. I mean, all the hero movies that are filmed here, and the Captain Americas, all that stuff.
Walking Dead.
Yes,
Walking Dead is very much Georgia.
It is very much Georgia. Yes.
So do you source the plants and then provide them, or do you have a greenhouse?
Yes, we do. We have a greenhouse down in Hampton.
Okay.
And that's where we keep all of our plants, all of our live plants. So then we bring them up here, and they can pick them up from down there. We have a lot of massive stuff that they use. We also make a lot of silk stuff, so a lot of the things that you
I got to go in the back.
Yeah.
I got to go in the back and tell me his name. I'm really bad with names.
There's Ethan and Jeffrey and Jeff.
Jeff, maybe.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I got to see they were molding something
Yes.
actually, and he was creating this huge oak.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that thing is
It
massive.
is huge.
I don't even know what it's for. Did they tell you?
No, he didn't tell me it was for, but he was telling me how it's done, and it's
Gotcha.
molded out of rubber. It's molded from an actual oak tree.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that was really cool.
Yeah. So they do a lot of music videos and stuff too.
Yes, I think that one was for a music
That's
video.
what I think. I think they were telling me they're doing a music video.
Oh,
So
okay.
I don't know who it's for, but somebody.
That's still pretty cool. So do people come here and shoot, or these things go out?
They go out usually.
Nobody comes here.
No,
Oh,
we
okay.
do have this little photography room, and this is more for small time gigs and stuff where people need a few hours to either shoot something like we're doing, or use the backgrounds for their photo shoots and stuff like that.
Okay, that's cool. Well, I want to go outside because I see that you are air layering,
Yes, I am.
and I'm super interested in you air layering that fiddle leaf fig.
Okay.
So if you don't mind, we'll go outside and check it out.
Let's go.
All right, let's go.
Monstera is going to be more sensitive than that fiddle leaf, but even the Monstera is okay with a little extra sunlight.
I don't know, those aerial roots get me, girl. All right, so let's talk about air layering.
Yes, air layering.
This is great, and look at all these ferns. They're huge. Everything out here will be for a movie, right?
These actually just came back from a rental, so we're kind of trying to get them pretty again. They sat out here in the rain. It rained the past few
Yeah,
days,
it did.
and they've actually perked up a good bit from the rain. So a lot of our stuff sometimes gets beat up by the movies, by the movie and filming.
It's what happens.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to talk about air layering. What air layering will do is get you a brand new plant. So you can start with the mommy plant, and you can take new plants
Yes.
from there.
And
so
you don't even have to take it off the plant. So I used this plant because it's starting to get brown leaves, and people might be less likely to buy it. So I figured this would be a good plant to air layer and propagate some more. So what you do when you air layer, here's a little example. I have this little plastic baggie. It doesn't have to be plastic. It can be anything that can contain soil or sphagnum moss, anything that roots can grow into.
Okay.
And what you got to do is you got to take a little razor blade and you take off the first layer, and then you put some soil around some plastic, or like I said, whatever you got. It's got to be a little bit moist, and then you just cover it up. Roots will grow into this soil within about 2 months.
Do we have any that have rooted?
Not yet.
Not yet.
And I'll tell you why, because it's a little bit later in this season.
See, we're in the growing season. It's much better.
Exactly. So,
Gotcha.
now that it's a little bit cooler in the night, it's going to slow down growth a little bit. These will probably start to shoot out roots soon, and I will definitely get a video of that, of the unraveling. I would take one out. I'm trying to see if there's any that.
Yeah, these are fresh, so.
Yeah, they are.
So expect a couple of months.
Yep, a couple months.
Especially when it's not in the growing season. And
Yeah,
I
and
always advise not to mess with plants
No.
when it's not the growing
No,
season.
if you're.
But you're an expert.
I am, and it's worth the risk for me. Nobody's gonna buy this in this condition. I might be able to get rid of it for a good discount. So it's worth a shot. So what happens though is that the roots are gonna start growing into this little pouch.
Yeah.
And then once you see the roots growing here, you can just snip that thing off and you stick it right in soil. You don't have to bother.
And you got a brand new plant.
You got a brand new plant. You don't have to bother with rooting it in water or sticking a stick in soil.
Because you'll have roots.
Exactly. So this is called air layering. There's plenty of YouTube videos about it. There's tons of
Well,
articles
we don't
about
want to watch
it.
that. We want to watch you, girl.
No, there's not. But it's a very popular method.
Okay.
And it's more used by professionals, and I think that more home growers should, start doing it.
Well,
So-
we know you are a botanist, so this is something professionals do. But we're just here watching. We're here
Yeah.
watching. We're
Right.
getting all the
And
the
you
behind
can
the
do it with a lot of
scenes.
different plants. So let's show the Monstera.
Oh, you're doing it with a Monstera too.
Well, I haven't yet, but I'll show you how to do it
Okay.
with the Monstera. So you see where these roots grow out here with the Monstera, you're basically going to do the same thing. Now the difference with the Monstera, you don't have to cut the bark off with the razor
Gotcha.
because it's going to produce roots automatically. It doesn't.
Those are
have
the
that.
aerial roots.
Yeah, so you can actually snip the aerial roots. Now, if you snip an aerial root, it's going to make two more in its place. So don't worry about it.
That I didn't know.
Yeah. So
Awesome.
You can snip this root and you do the same thing. You get a little baggie, anything that can contain soil, and you wrap it around the branch, and eventually this will root into the soil. Now the Monsteras root really quick. I had one rooting, and they're all potted up front now. They're ready to go. They are well rooted into the soil.
So you have some that you've taken from this.
Not this
lady?
one, it's a different one.
Oh, you have
yeah.
some over here in soil. Let's
Now,
go
these
take a look.
These guys I don't think I air rooted. I think I just stuck them in here. Let's see.
Yeah, but we know wherever the nodes are, there are going to
Yes.
be roots.
Exactly.
Oh, look at
Yep.
this.
So here we go. Look at.
Oh, wow.
These are all fresh roots. So this was air rooted. I can tell because of the ball. So this is where the roots grew in that little ball. So I'm gonna stick this in a better pot. But these are ready to go, and that took about a month for Monsteras to root.
So they're fast. They're fast
They're
growing.
very fast, especially if it's warm. So if you have a nice sunny spot inside your house, and it's warm, they'll root
Go
a lot
for it.
faster. Yeah.
This is awesome. So
Yep.
then after you air layer that plant, we've got about 5 or 6 new plants.
Yes, and once fiddles get rooted, they can grow pretty quickly. So especially when they're, have space for their roots to grow into. So they kind of stop growing a little bit when they get a little bit root bound, but those guys will grow fast, especially in springtime.
So that's awesome. So we can take our one large fiddle and create new fiddles
Yes,
from
we
it.
can. Super easy.
And we're showing it on this Monstera. Look at these leaves. This is amazing.
Yep.
All right.
Yep, this guy needs he needs to be
Oh.
separated. He's very root bound in here, and there's probably
But they like to be root bound, right?
they do to a certain point. This guy is so root bound that it's not going to make large leaves. So you see how small this leaf is?
Oh, the new.
Yeah.
Okay, because it's time to repot.
It's beyond root bound.
Do we get, like, okay, so you're telling me that leaf is small. Do we get a color? Do we get a yellow? Do we get a brown when it's time to repot? Do we get
Really?
any other indication?
I mean, honestly, it's just this. I just know that these have been in this pot for about.
'Cause
10
you just
years.
know.
Yeah.
Oh,
We've had
okay.
so these were young at our greenhouse, and they just kept getting bigger, and we keep snipping them. So this is one cut that we made here. And
That's
we'll
a
sell
cut.
those cuttings, and they just grow right back. I mean, the roots are so mature, and the stems are so mature that they just keep on growing, and it is a rooted mess in here. It is absolutely a rooted mess.
So it's just time.
It's just time. Yeah.
That's awesome, Chica. Thank you so much for sharing with us.
Absolutely.
At Growing with Fiddly Fifi, we're here at Cinema Greens.
Come see us.
I know. And when are the sales? When are the sales?
We're having a sale this weekend, actually. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. 15% off everything. And if you come in here, I can give you a deeper discount on some of our less pretty plants that need a little love.
Oh, awesome. I'm excited. watching Growing with Fiddly Fifi. Feel free to contact us via Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or Snapchat at Fiddly Fifi. Or just shoot us a message, fiddlyfifi@gmail.com. Thank you so much for watching Big TV.